We deal with over 18,500 people at the Advice Centre every year, so we already had a very clear idea of what was required, and we had already started to see the bite of welfare reform and the poverty which that has brought with it. And we're already sending huge numbers of people to soup kitchens and the like, so to be able to provide this service has been a huge relief.
A lot of the people we work with are young people trying to manage a tenancy for the first time and on very low income, whether earned income or income from benefits, very low income. And in trying to maintain a tenancy, other things have to go, and sometimes it's food. So to have access to crisis food is really important.
I think it makes a huge difference. I mean, obviously people are really struggling and they come to us in times of desperate need, if you like. While we refer them on to other agencies to try and help with the underlying problems, it just provides them with a little bit of hope, really, I think, and helps them through some really desperate times.
We only tend to use it in exceptional circumstances. We look at other ways that people can be moved forward first, see if there's any unnecessary expenditure they can cut back on, all of that stuff, even sort of things like cigarettes and alcohol that some people still come through with. And the food voucher is the last resort.
People are coming to us in need. They're given this voucher. They know that they're going to be able to access something maybe to get them through the weekend, get them through a difficult time until maybe their benefits are back in place. They're not, as I say, they're not having to go out and commit any crimes or anything like that. And I think as well, when they come down here, it's treated very discreetly and they get a lot of support and they're made to feel welcome by the volunteers that are working within the service as well.
And the food voucher is the last resort that we use it for now. And it's only the very exceptional cases where they are, but there's becoming more and more exceptional cases where everything's cut down as fully as possible, and we're having to rely on the food to help them get by. Otherwise, I'm not sure what circumstance they would be in. Some of the families are talking about having nothing and trying to feed their kids and having to go out and look at other means of doing it.
The food bank has allowed us to provide a response to people who are in crisis when really there would have been very little else that we could have done to help.
I've also been out on the food collections at Asda and Tesco, and people are very generous, and especially when they realise that it is a local charity which is supporting local people in crisis.
What we find is that a lot of clients that do accept the help in the end through the food voucher is that they tend to give back to the food bank. They would donate food directly to the food bank, or they would go along to supermarket collections and give that way. Some of the other clients come in here and donate a bit of food, but they always like to give back because they're extremely grateful for the help it's given them during that period of hardship that they've encountered.